But I say arrays are in fixed in size. But coming to collections are not fixed in size, as it is homogeneous and heterogeneous. And one more advantage is it is flexible in size. Okay, we don't have any fixed size. It is flexible. Okay. Now, okay. So we were saying flexible. Then how we are going? So array is fixed, but it is correction is not fixed. Then how we takes fixed size? If it's not fixed size, but internally how elements are stored. So before that, so what is the capacity? Okay, collections. Okay, that I will discuss. Now, once collection. So as you said, collections. Someone has said collection is interface and okay, it will provide searching functionalities. Okay, manipulations like searching, inserting, deleting, that's thing. Okay, and one so those are correct. Now collection is an interface. Okay, so for this interface we are having sub interfaces like list, queue, and set. Okay, now under this, so why we are having different types. Okay, so in collections we are doing storing data, something storing, manipulating, everything with there. But why these three list, why queue, why set? Why you are integrating these three? Because each one so list will have like what we call, so list will have its powers. Set will have its powers. So what that power list may have? So list will have their capabilities. Okay, and set will have set their capabilities. What are the capabilities? So what are the capabilities we're having in list?
So list can allow duplicate values. Null values
List can allow
also
to.
it accepts.
Okay, null values accepts. Yeah,
And list follows
and
insertion order.
It preserves the
follows.
insertion order.
Okay.
Continuous memory allocation, random access memory in array
Okay.
list.
Okay. Then, okay, now list you are saying these are all things. Okay. In list, what we are doing, we are just creating object, we are storing the elements. So what is set is doing? Will like
Set
so
accepts the unique values.
mm, yeah. Before
Set
that
does
set,
not
what
follow
It
what
the
will
does
do?
not allow
insertion.
duplicate values.
So
They
It
don't
set
also
follow
does
the
not
also
possess
will
the insertion.
okay. So set also the functionality will be like set also will be like we'll be going for set for what so while implementing what we'll do we're creating object and we will be adding. Okay, we will be adding or we will be deleting, we will be like removing, adding, removing. We are doing that in list also. We are doing same things like add, remove, everything. But the difference is if we are going to like suppose when to use list, when to use set means I will give an example. Okay. So so how list is storing. So what the functionality behind that, how the implementation will be in list. It is in index manner. Okay, it is like index. Okay, it is continuously it is allocating the memory. Like so first if we add one element, if we add one data, so it is stored in first index. If we add, it will go to second index. And if we add third index, fourth index, fifth index. Okay. So whenever you are adding, okay, whenever you are adding the data, it is going in insertion order. Like if first is occupied, if second is empty, it will go to second index. Now, if I have more, it will go to third index. It will go to fourth index. But whereas that it will store somewhere, like it will not stay like index or like first index or second. It will not store like that. It will be randomly. It will store randomly. Okay. So now here if I want to uh retrieve the data. Okay, if I want to retrieve the data, so retrieve in the sense like so if here retrieve in the sense like nothing but like getting that data from some server. Okay. So now if we are performing any retrieving operations, okay, means nothing but if we're getting some data from database or from something else, okay, we're doing, okay, then we should use like array list, like list, not only array list, we will be using list. Now suppose I want to search functionality. Suppose if you go for Amazon, so now Amazon application is there. In that Amazon application, you are searching some product in search bar. You are entering the product like like iPhone. Okay, you are entering iPhone. When you are entering iPhone, so you are getting getting all the products. So internally, what they're using sets. Who are working with Java, not only Java or Python. So they're using sets for this searching functionality because see, suppose if I use list for searching functionality, okay, then how it will be? So it will get, so it should be get like one like it will take index manner. Okay, because now I want iPhone, I like iPhone. Okay, but iPhone will be if I use list. Okay, now if I use list and if I store in that, if I store data, okay, if I store data in the list manner, like iPhones, like product. So first I'll keep as okay, Redmi, Realme, and iPhone. I'll keep iPhone. Thought I click iPhone. Now, okay, I will add these three. Now, if I use list for searching, so first what will do? It will go to first index. It will search. Okay, this is not. It will go to second. No, this is not. It will go to third index. Yeah, this is I want. So it will we will be getting that particular iPhone. But if you use set now, directly it will go to iPhone. It will display the iPhone. Okay. So if for searching or for deleting anything, okay, we will be going for set. For retrieving data, if you want to retrieve some data, so we will be using the array list. So why this all like um why for the set because it is fast. So assertion like in list, insert retrieving is fast. In sets, manipulations, not like manipulation like delete. Okay, deleting like updating, deleting or inserting, these are fast in set. So why this fast and is it really used, what how much speed it will be? It will be in like milliseconds or seconds. Then if it is milliseconds, then what the difference? It's in milliseconds only, no? Then what the time waste means? When we are going for real time work, real time projects, so you know about performance. Anyways, we'll be doing like about performance testing. So what we'll doing performance in that. Okay, we'll be checking like how the application performing. Like suppose when suppose I'm going to Amazon application and I'm searching a product and the product is getting delayed. Okay, when I click on iPhone, after searching an iPhone, after 2 minutes or like after 10 seconds or after 5 seconds, if I getting after 5 seconds, if I getting data, so what we'll be considering? We'll be considering as performance issue only. So why it is acting that? If we use set, the searching will be fast. If I use list or some other, searching will be less. So to overcome those all the performance, okay, so we'll be using for which capability, okay, we'll be seeing the capabilities. Okay, for searching, what is the capabilities? Okay, which in which collection we are having that capability, the list or set, or for retrieving data, which one I have to use, list or set, which is having that capability, like retrieving data fast. Where is that capable list? So for that we are using, because see why I'm saying this. Okay, see when you are implementing this, so we will be having everything is same, like if you're creating so if you're working on list. or array list or linked list. You'll be creating object like array list equals to new array list. You are getting like this. For set, you will be creating asset set equals to a new asset. Okay, you will be working on this. If you see everything is same, but you should know when to use when I have to use list and when I have to use set. Okay, so now one more difference is, so what is the now list is a interface. Okay, now if the interface if you are having any interface, there should be at least one implemented class. Correct, right? Without implementation class, list will not end. Okay, with list will not end at last. Okay, if I declaring any list, not only we, any developer who develop who develop this Java, the developers also, if they're creating one list, or if they're creating one interface, okay, if they're creating one interface, the interface should not end with that interface, because if they're creating an interface, there should be one implemented class. Okay, so what are the implemented class we are having in that list interface?
Array list and linked list, vector and stack.
Vector stack.
Array list and list and vector and stack, we're having different classes. Okay, now so so and okay, now array list, we got to array list, right? Now we discussed it previously. So array is fixed in size and a collection is not fixed in size. Okay, but how it takes, like how it is dynamically, it is dynamic nature. So how collection is taking size, like index size dynamically. So what is the capacity? What is the default capacity for array list?
10 and
10.
10.
For arrays, it's 10.
For array list, it is 10. Okay. For sets, for asset,
16.
16.
I think it's 2 into current capacity. I think.
2 into correct capacity. No, it's 16. So, okay, it's 16. Now, let me share my screen.
Sir, you aren't audible.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything. Okay. So now if you see, so okay. So now when we are creating an array list, so now created an array list object. Whenever you create the object, okay, whenever you create an array list object, immediately it will, okay, so immediately it will store, it will give for us 10 index. Okay, like this it is, it will give 10 index. Okay, this is 10th index. 10th index is 0 to 9. Okay, index starts with 0 and ends with 9. Now 9. Now suppose tomorrow if some person come and add one more element. Okay, now it is 10. Okay, now it is 10. Like I added, okay, now it is given default is 10, and I added 10 data. Okay, I added 10, I inserted 10 data. Now tomorrow I will insert 11th data. So how it will act? it will create one more like this. It will create one more 10, or like it will create one more 10, or it will create one more 5. How?
It will create new
It will
array
create a
list.
Increase by
duplicate object.
initial capacity plus initial capacity by 2, and the array will be created.
So
First
older
array
one
will be garbage. It will go for garbage collector.
Another array will be created of 11 size, and the previous array will be collected by the garbage collector.
Yes, correct. So this will go to, okay, this will go to garbage collector, and it will create one more object. First, it will create one more object, and it will allocate it all that data. Once that data is allocated, then it will go for garbage collector. Okay. So for asset also, it is same functionality, but the difference is 16. Okay, 16. But here, now suppose the think this is like asset. So I'm entering, so it is 16. Now I entered test data 9. I entered 9 test data, like 9 values. I entered 9 values. Okay, this is the 9. Okay, this is the 9 8. Okay, 8. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this is 8. Means nothing but 9. I covered 9. Okay, this is also I covered. But we are having 16. This is the 16th one, but this is 16th one, but I didn't store the data. I stored only 9 elements. So what happened to this remaining? What will happen when I added? So now it is the asset. When I create an asset, okay, it will, when I create an asset, for us it will give 16. It will capacity will be 16. Okay. Now if I add capacity, okay, if I add 9 datas, 9, if I add 9 or like 9 10 or 9 8 or 8, more than 8, not 16. If I add like 9 10 test data, know how it will be react. Means it will add here 9 10 11, it will add here, and it, that what are the remaining will be removed, or what it will create one more one. So how it will act? Like here error list you said, in error list you said that. So when I add extra one, they will be creating one more, you will be creating one more array. Okay, you'll be creating one more it will create one more object, and it will store, and it will garbage collector will go. Now suppose if I add only, suppose in array list, if I add only out of 10, if I add only 6, so what will be this object? It will be same, right? But in asset, if I add more than 8, so what will happen? You guys know about load factor? So what the load factor for asset?
0.75%. When it reaches to 16 into 0.57 means it will create another object by deleting the first one.
Yes. So now here this functionality is different. Here asset functionality is different, because now if I add 10, now 16 is there. Okay, in that 16, it will so it will see, okay, so it will see how many data is entering. So I'm adding, I'm setting data like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, like I keep on adding. Whenever it reach to 0.75 is 75%. When I reach to 75%, then immediately it will create one more object for us. Same as like in array list, how it will create. No, it will create one more. It will create one more. It will create one more object, and this will go for garbage collector. Okay, so you are saying, okay, what is this is like default load factor is on 0.75. So now one more doubt. So why is the 75 and unnecessarily? See, suppose tomorrow, because what asset, what will think, no? if they come to 75, they're thinking like, okay, there is only 25. So anyways, they will be completing this. Anyways, they will be inserting that 25% also. That's why I'm creating one more asset. But if you're not creating, if you're not completing 100, no, then it's waste of it. Then it's waste only, no, because it is taking one more object. It is creating the time waste, no. Okay, it is creating call based, creating one more object. It is going it, then it will be deleting. So it will take some time. Okay, but its functionality is that like 0.75. Can we change this? Yes, we can change this load factor. Okay, so suppose I don't want, because I'm not interested with this, because see, if I add 10 of, so I want to add only 10 data, but 10th is in 75th position, 76th position, the 76th% position. Now what will do? It directly create one more object, but I don't want. Then what I will do? While creating that particular while creating that particular asset itself, object itself, I will be giving a, you don't create another object until you complete 95% or 50% or 100%, that you can give while creating an object. Okay, so whenever this 60, whenever I filled this one, okay, immediately once after entering data into 15th position, immediately I want to create an object. I don't want at 50th position. I don't want at 75 percent. I don't want after 75%, after 50%. I want after 90%. That depends upon you. That we can keep now. Now, if I keep 95%, okay, now I will add only 10. If I add until 10, if I add data only, if I add and 10 test data, so obviously what will happen? It will not create any test data because I kept 90%. Okay, so how to give this how to give this load factor while create an object. Okay, so you guys know, so how to create an asset object, how to create an object for asset.
Just completed linked list, how the memory will be allocated without did not go into the deeper also. Just a
Okay.
brief about this, not in brief in detail.
Okay, so see, anything will be going will be entering. Same, see, now, see, we discuss about how it is storing, everything is storing. We saw that one. Okay. Now, we'll go for I will go for in the set. See, now, actually, the topic is sets. Okay. So, this everything is like quick, just to come to set. So, how it is, I want to just explain like how it is storing, what the capacity, because these are the main important topics that we are, because when you go for interviews also, so this will be these are like important topics. Okay, they'll be going us. That's why I discussed. Okay, now set. Okay, now you think you got the set. Okay, you got the set. You know about set, so you guys said like set is it will not allow duplicate, no insertion order. Okay, and the functionality, like how the like how the architecture will be, like how the element is stored. Like list it will store as like index 01, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. But whereas sets will be using as code when we're entering one data, for that it will giving one as code. Okay, that hash code will be storing in some place. Okay, and you know it is heterogeneous. Okay, and it it enters null data. Now suppose it enters null data. Now after when we creating any set interface, there should be some implemented classes. So what are the implemented classes for a
Hash
set?
rate.
As set,
Hash map.
Hash map.
Link set, tree set.
Hash set and a linked set.
Okay. So asset and linked asset. Now, so with the help of this class, so with the help of these two classes, we are implementing the set interface. Okay. Now, so now now set, okay, set is okay. Okay. Now difference. So now list is different and set is different. We're having two different interface. Again in set, why this again why we need require two different classes? Why this asset and why is as linked asset? What are the difference between asset and linked asset? Anyone?
Sir, could you please repeat it again?
Yeah, what are the difference between, so now we are in set, we are using two implement classes. One is asset and linked asset. So why they introduced why they implemented two classes like asset and linked asset? So what are the difference between asset and linked asset? When will you go for asset and when will you go for linked asset?
Link asset is directly coming from link list, sir. Means they are connecting from that. They will follow that double link list, sir. They will,
Okay.
and hash set. They are follow the normal in linear process.
If you want to preserve the insertion order, we can go for linked hash set. If it does not preserve the insertion order, we can go for hash set. And null values are allowed, duplicate values also allowed in both of the classes, hash set and linked hash set.
Yeah. See, I will tell you now. So what the difference between a list and set? In list is in one point I will explain. One list is insertion. In list I will be having insertion order. In sets we are not having insertion order, right? So now if suppose if you are having some power and if you don't have some power, so someone is having that power and someone is having that power and you don't have power. So what you will do? What you guys will do? You will learn that particular power and you will be implementing in your mind. Suppose you know one technology, you don't know one more technology. Okay, what you will do? But if you learn that, you will be getting more advantages. So what will you do? You will learn that particular technology. Same like in set, what is the drawback? Insertion order is not there. Okay, then what they take? Okay, why can't we add insertion order for these sets? That's why they created one more class called linked asset. In that linked asset, everything is same. Like duplicates not allowed. Okay, null values allowed. And storing in and the difference is insertion order. Okay, as you know, set like asset will not have insertion order. But I want be like set also should be insertion order. Okay, that I implemented. Then how I implemented? If I go for asset, so I said how it is internally like storing the data like by using hash table. Okay, functionality will be like hash table. It is taking like a hash table functionality. But linked list it will taking as function like hash table plus linked list. Okay, linked list how it will act. Okay, like linked list also how it will. So how it will be creating. So if you are adding one element, so that is nothing but if you're adding one element means nothing but in linked list will call as node. Now this is one node. This is the element. Now this is the data. Suppose you want to now you are using the linked list functionality. If you're using linked list functionality, if you're adding some data, if I adding 10, it is entering 10. Now what is this? What is this? Suppose to now you are inserted 10. Tomorrow I will insert 11. Okay. Day after tomorrow I will be adding one more data. So why I'm saying like today and tomorrow, today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow means, see, I will explain in real time. I will explain. Now you guys know about like Instagram, like social media network, social media applications, or e-commerce applications. Take Amazon application, e-commerce application. Now, so things today is 1 million users they are having. Okay, tomorrow it may be 1.1, like 1.01, 1.02, 1.03, because every day new user will be adding. Tomorrow three users will be adding. Day after tomorrow four will be adding. Day after tomorrow five will be adding. We don't know. We are adding, keep on adding, adding, adding. Okay, users are adding. Whenever user adding, so they're coming and taking place here. Okay, now suppose just now I implemented that on an application. Okay, I launched it to production on e-commerce application. So I am the first user. Tomorrow I will be marketing. Tomorrow someone will see that my e-commerce application. Someone create one account. So they will be going to this position. Okay, some account. Day after tomorrow someone will create this fellow. Some refer this fellow. He will come and he will like his data will be storing here. And there like another day some person will be going here. Some person will be adding, some person will be like creating, some it will be adding here. So like that we don't know. So like these scenarios, they are using these collections itself. That's the best example for collections. Whenever you are creating an account, data keep on adding means nothing but they are using backend, they are using collections. Okay, now suppose here so now this is this is the linked list. So this is the first element, like this is the first element. So what will be this one? Null. This will be null because this is nothing but address of the previous node. But previous one, what is there? We don't have anything because we don't have any node before, because this is the first node. In first node, that's nothing but we don't have any previous nodes. Okay, that's why this will be null. Now here what will be this? Here
Next node address.
next node address. This will be next node address. Now what will be here? Previous node address.
Previous node address.
Same here, next node address, previous node address. So everything is like linked. Okay. Now, you know about this, like linked list functionality. Okay, it is doing like this. You know about this. Now, in set, while implementing the set, so what I will think, okay, I don't have insertion order array list having list is having insertion order, but I don't have insertion order. What I have to do? Okay, I also should act as, so I should capability on this insertion order. Now what I have to do? What I have to do? You know about this functionality. What you will do? Same functionality you will be applying. Okay, same functionality you will be applying to your set itself. Set is different, so it does not allow duplicates. Okay, and the functionality like as at least that set list is index, this functionality will be as table, like showing the data using as table. These are the different. But whereas if I link set with this linked list, so that I can get insertion order also. So people come to me, this also people come to me also. Okay, suppose for example, mm, Okay. Mm. You guys know about booking like traveling applications like Myntra, Redbus, Abibus, you know, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now, here what when you're going for like when you go for if I want to travel from X position to Y position, so you will going to some like particular website, like a particular website in the sense, suppose you will go for like APSRTC or KSRTC or TSRTC, you're going that websites, or you're going to some maybe bus and red bus, or make my trip. Which one you will consider when you're booking any bus? Will you go into that
Uh,
particular website? Like if you want to buy quick cover, you'll go into a quick cover website, or we'll go searching for like you'll be going for each and every application, like every application like APSRTC, KSRT like that, or you'll be going directly going to red bus and you are searching for bus.
Red.
so red bus will choose because
You'll
here
yeah will
APSRTC buses also will be there.
yes.
Other private buses also will be there.
Yes. So what we're saying, you are saying extra buses. So we can see Abibus, if we go for APSRTC, we're having all buses. We're having the buses. And if you go for red bus, we are having APSRTC buses also. But what is the extra functionality here? What is the extra functionality? We can have, apart from APSRTC, we can have one like TSRTC, KSRTC. We are having private buses, everything. So like that, so state does who developed that asset class, he also think like that. So okay, I'm having capabilities of as stable and not duplicates, like not allowing duplicates. But if I add one more point, like if I add like insertion order also, that will be good. He think like that. Then he created an asset, linked asset, while creating a class like linked asset class. Internally he kept like he used as table plus linked list for storing the data, like for inserting the data. While inserting the data, he used the logic of functionality as table plus linked set. So that's why it is act as insertion order. Whereas asset we don't have insertion order. Okay, in a linked asset we're having insertion order. So that is a different. Okay. And anyways, if you go for implement now, no, okay, now theoretical is done. If you go for implementation part, what you will do? Same will be creating like asset, linked assets. Okay. Asset, asset that equals to linked asset. No, not linked asset. We can do this. Okay, you can create asset. You can create object. We'll be creating an object. So here you will be giving like a string, integer, whatever you want. You want particular string, like this is the what is this? What I'm doing here? What the difference between this and this?
Right side is a constructor.
No. Okay, what the difference between this? Okay, so first tell me what I done now.
Generics are missing.
No, just what I'm done here. These two, what we call these two.
In the
Creating
first
a
line, first line we are restricting a string.
So first if you see this, we can say that okay, OMC created two objects. This is one object, and this is one more object. So what is the difference between this first object and the second object?
In the first object, we can only store only string. In the second object, we can store different data types.
Yes. So first one is like homogeneous. It act as homogeneous. Second one it act as heterogeneous, because I am not giving any specific data type. In first I'm giving specific data type. Oh, you store only string. You don't store any string. Okay, you don't store any integers, these things. Okay. So why so when to use this and when to use this one? Because see, everyone, if I say everyone, if I creating any my collections now, so everyone simply like asset equals to new asset, like linked list, say linked list equals to new linked list. They will be creating like that. But this is also one of the important. Okay, this will be also one of the important for. Okay, this is also one of the important, like maintaining this when to use heterogeneous, when to use homogeneous in collections. Okay, in collections I'm saying, okay, not like array or in collections, while you are working with collections, when to use heterogeneous, when to use homogeneous, you should be clearly, because now if you're creating now I want to only store the string. Okay, because I'm having some methods. Okay, because I'm using some frameworks. If so, in real time, if you go for everywhere, you will be working on frameworks. In that frameworks, some methods will accept only integers, some methods will accept only strings, some methods will accept only double. So at that time, when I creating an sets or list, you should clearly, okay, so now suppose I'm creating one object. So this object will be dependent for some methods. Okay. So suppose, okay, now I'm creating one, okay, I'm creating one list. In that list, I'm having data. So I want to send this data for particular method. Suppose, okay. Now I want to pass data. Okay. Now this is one method. I'm having one method. I'm creating one object. Okay, I'm creating one object and I'm storing some data. So whatever you require, so I'll be creating. So I will create also, I will be adding the data.
So through add
Hashtag
method,
dot add
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 set
method
that dot add.
using the object name dot method.
Same dot method. Same as like how you followed method. So what are the methods we are having in lists? Same methods we are having in the set. But the difference is, if I in list, if I add like first add one, add two, add three, add four, add five, and if I print list, I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in while set, if I using like add 1, add 2, add 3, add 4, add 5. Now if I print as set, now what will be the output?
They won't come in order. They will
They won't
shuffle.
come in order. They won't come in order. They will come like 5, 3, 1, 2, 4. It will come like that. That's the different. That is the only the different. Okay. That's the only one of the different. And apart from that, everything, all the methods are different, like add method, remove method, contains method, is empty method. What are methods we have used? Okay. So anyways, you guys are practiced like you are implementing that array list, right? So are you guys are implementing the methods? Like are you guys are implementing this everything, whatever the topics are covered?
Yes,
Like
yes,
today
Yes, sir.
covering now. So what are the methods you are using in list? Same methods you will be using in this sets also. The difference is insertion order is not that big, that nothing, but it is stored in somewhere, some random, it will store some random. Okay, that is about like asset and linked asset. Okay, now, so now suppose now here we go for talking, we'll talk here. So now I add one. Now I am adding one more. I'm adding one more. Okay. Now I want to I want to send this. So I want to send asset like I want to send the data to this method. Okay. Because actually what, okay, I want to create one set. In the set I want to add some data, and that data I want to send this particular method. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That that secondary. Okay, I want to send this data here. Okay, now at that time you have to see. Okay, so what is this method? So what this method is accepting? Okay, so is the method is accepting? So now what you are doing? You are calling the method, but actual method is what? No, see. Here I'm adding two names. I want to send this. Here I'm adding two names. Okay. Now I want see now this is the method. Okay. Okay. So here I want to here I want to add some data. I want to print some names. Okay. I want to print the names, and the names I am passing from here arguments, and this method I am calling here. Means here what I want to what I have to do here. I have to pass two strings. Why? Why two strings? Argument one should be string, argument two should be string. Why?
Because we gave two parameters,
Yeah,
two
because
string
we given
parameters.
two string parameters. You are giving two string parameters. That's why some method arg1 should be string and this be string. So now at that time, if I use this one, suppose for few minutes, consider this is not there. Okay, this is not there. Okay, now now think this is one. This I'm showing one. Okay, now tell me, can I pass this set through this method?
It will lose typecasting.
Typecasting. So we can't pass the data because here it is keeping string and here it is accepting string. Argument one accepting string, argument two accepting string. But here argument one will be storing in one. Okay, storing in first arguments. One is not storing. Okay, but it is integer, but we want string. So like this, if I getting like this type of scenarios, we have to be very careful that okay, I want to create heterogeneous data or homogeneous data. Okay, first we have to decide.
So in the second scenario, we can use a heterogeneous, right?
Yeah, in the second scenario, we use heterogeneous. So that I used here. This is nothing but heterogeneous. So this will not use this one. Like this if we get like these scenarios, we should be prepared. Okay, I want to send only strings, that's why I will be creating only heterogeneous data with the strings or integers. Okay, so any doubts on these sets? Collections, list and sets. So
In
any
sets,
doubts? Yeah,
what is the hash code and hash table?
we don't have like